3, Mark Hawkins. Number 7, Lovatus Lyles. Number 56, Keelan Johnson. A1, Adrian Lyles. Number 9, Delvin Mitchell. Number 99, Darnell Hughes. Number 22, Rock Cook. 68, Will Talbert. 78, Brandon Moore. 61, McClendon. 66 is Brian Gray. Number 20 is Devontae Winfrey, and number 63 is Matt Dykeman. That is your senior captains for the Bearcats. Of course, they're lining up about the equal number of senior captains for Morton. We'll go through the ones on the front 4. That's number 1, Terrence Taylor, the senior. Number 2, Deontay Harper. Number 3, Percy Lewis. And number 5, Emilio Warnsley, is the 4 senior captains for Morton. And boy, Jason, that's a good-looking sign right there. Well, they look like they just look like they want to go at it, don't they?
Ready to go battle right there. That is the picture right there. Is both groups have produced good senior groups right there, Vance. Both teams are losing a lot of talent. Morton, Vance, I did the numbers, 15 seniors out of 35 players. Hey, if they're going to do it, it's got to be this year. Morton knows that this is their year. They're undefeated. They're coming in here. But you got to make it out of L.O. Atkins to a tough Bearcat team. And, Vance, they got a lot of size. That's no doubt. They got us beat a little bit in the size category. We got some big old boys. But as we talked about, our speed is going to be hard for them to catch.
Well, the speed and the number of weapons that we have. Morton's got a couple of speedsters herself. They've got some speed, but it's limited number. We've got 4 or 5 that can score from anywhere on the field, and it's hard to stop that many. You know, in the numbers that I've looked at in the 4 games of the same teams that we've both played, Forrest has outscored Morton offensively and held the teams to fewer points defensively. Of course, my numbers and my scientific numbers, it's all on paper, and as we said about Ole Miss, there's grass out there on that field. We ain't playing on cardboard, so paper doesn't matter. You can throw it all out. But what we talked about earlier is it's going to come down to penalties and turnovers. Both of these 2 teams are heavily penalized teams. I've heard that about Morton. I know it about Forrest, and that's what it's going to come down to. I expect it to be probably a low-scoring game with a defensive battle and penalties probably stalling a drive or 2 for both teams. It depends on who gets stalled the most in this game, Jason.
You're exactly right, Vance. And you know, as potent as these offenses are, it's equal that these defenses are just as good. I look for a little bit of a low-scoring game. It's going to be a tight game. It could come down to if an extra point's missed or something like that could decide this game. These are 2 evenly matched teams, if there was one, and this should be a heck of a ball game here tonight as the seniors jogging back right now to get behind this sign. Morton seniors jogging back to get behind this sign. Crowd is pumped up, huge crowd here at L.O. Atkins. Can't wait to see this matchup. It's been talked about all year long. You talk to the coaches, and that's all the players have have been talked about is when you play Morton, and what can you do? We're going to find out tonight right here on this L.O. Atkins field. Field looks great. It's a little muddy here. It's going to be tough to get footing back and forth, but hope that doesn't play a big factor into this ball game. We shall see, but it's almost time for kickoff, and you can see both teams sitting behind there ready, and it is going to be good. As we mentioned, Lovatus Lyles is going to be back out there for the Bearcats tonight, which is a huge boost. No doubt that Evans came in and did an excellent job last year, and he's very capable. But, hey, if you got Lovatus sitting over there in the wings ready to go, why not put him out there and get him going? There comes your Bearcats, and I love how they walk out right there. They're going just hand in hand, walking through there like the champions they are, ready to come through and do battle. So we're going to see what we have here tonight. Both crowds excited. I'm excited. Been waiting on this for a long time as they come on. So we're moments away, and as you talk about, you'll see a lot of these teams try to come out. Forrest might try to mix it up and trying to run it a little bit to set up that pass to see if you can catch Morton off guard and get one of those big plays down the field. And be aware, there's no doubt Morton is going to be keying on Lovatus Lyles. They know he's playing. They're going to be keying on him. And it's just going to be a battle. The battle up front could really decide a lot about this ball game. As these 2 lines meet up, and who wins those battles in the trenches could really decide the outcome of this ball game. Morton has plenty of size. Bearcats can match it as well. And also big special teams is also could play a big factor. So these little bitty things here tonight, if both teams take care of those, boy, who knows who could win this ball game. But I guarantee you, both teams getting ready. Bearcats are going to be kicking off to Morton. Morton going to have the first shot to score, so that means Bearcats coming out of the half we'll be getting the football, and that's what most teams want to do. So that's an indication for us won that toss, and we'll be going through. And but we're almost ready to go, Vance.
Yeah, it's about that time, Jason. His kickoff's ready to go. Looks like I missed a little technical difficulties. Missed the call. Darnell Hughes set to kick off for us. Back deep to receive for Morton, and it is loud.
Woo! It's loud, isn't it?
Number 1, Terrence Taylor, back deep to receive for Morton. Kick by Darnell is a good one. It's going to back him up to the 1-yard line, and he takes it out from there.
Oh,
Randall Boyd,
well, you got to get him.
He comes down, takes it, returns it all the way back up to the 30-yard line, where Morton will start out 1st and 10 from the 30.
Yeah, no doubt, Vance. I tell you what, he broke through there and had a little open hole. We caught him right at the seams. We bumped him around a little bit and got him brought down right there at the end. The ball is going to be spotted right on the 30-yard line. Morton, 1st and 10.
All right, so this is what we're going to looking for right here. We'll look, see what this red brick wall defense of the Bearcats can do. Your quarterback for Morton is number 3, Percy Lewis, coming out in a wing formation. No wide receivers set. Got 3 men in the backfield. Quarterback fakes a handoff, going to run the option, slips, cuts it upfield, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, the 45, taken down along the 50, tackle made by number 12, Nathan Reynolds. But your quarterback, Percy Lewis, on the keeper up over the 50, 1st down Morton. Yeah,
Vance, that was just a big play. They came around there. We really bit on that inside handoff right there, and that quarterback did a keeper, and he had wide open coming through on the outside. Good open field tackle by Reynolds to prevent the touchdown.
All right, again, Lewis going under center. No wide receiver set. Puts 1 man in motion, hands it off up the middle. This time he breaks tackles, taking off his feet just shy of the 40-yard line of the Bearcats. Pickup of 8 on the play is going to be 2nd and 2 for Morton.
All right, Vance, we talked about that battle in the trenches. Right now, Morton is moving those red jerseys out and making room coming through. Bearcats going to have to tighten up and fill those gaps coming through.
2nd and 2 for Morton. Percy Lewis, your quarterback, goes under center. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. No, he keeps it and is hit by the Bearcats. No gain on the play. Maybe a loss of 1 as that backs him up to the 42-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now for Morton.
Vance, that's a great job right there, just containing your man. They did not bite on that inside handoff that time, which was the difference. He has a pitch man out there, but Forrest corralled him too much on there on the outside.
All right, Lewis calling the play out to his backs, checking his line. Looks like he's maybe trying to call an audible. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Getting the audible call in from the coaches. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Just gets it off before the time expires. Option again. He's got the 1st down. And he goes out, they wrestle him out of bounds along the 37-yard line. They're going to give him the 1st down yardage there.
Coaching staff for Forrest really wanting a holding call coming around it. I really heard Todd up here in the press box here calling for it. No call on the field, and they were holding him coming down through there again. Again, Vance, he does a good job of just faking that pitch, which is what's getting us. We're biting a little bit on that man coming up through the middle.
First time we faced a real option attack this year, Jason, and it's given us a little bit of fits on this opening drive. So Lewis getting the call in from his coaching staff. Still with the 3 men in the backfield. Running the option attack. Man in motion. Hand off up the middle. Got a hole. He's at the 30. Breaking tackles. Still on his feet down along the 21-yard line. Unable to pull him down, Jason. Another big gain by Morton all the way to the 21.
Yeah, Vance, it's that battle up front that they're cleaning those holes out of that big defensive line of Forrest. And to this type, we hadn't seen anybody able to do that to Forrest. Hopefully they'll get it together and start getting it in there, Vance. But this triple option attack is real tough. You've seen Georgia Tech play us that same offense.
Lewis going under center again. Got 6 men on the line. Hands it off, and he is hit that time. No gain on the play. Not going to go up the middle that time. Darnell Hughes on the stop.
Yeah, it was a great job there by the defense just to hit him right when he came through the line. And you got to bring him down on those first tackles, or he'll make you pay for it as he comes through that line. So just a good job of that Bearcat defense getting a hand on him and bringing him down on the initial hit, on the initial strike.
2nd and 10 now for Morton. 9:23 left to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive for the Panthers. He's got number 8, Leland McGee, in the backfield with him. fakes handoff of middle, ends it around. Good blocking that time. He slips and falls down. Here comes the holding flag, and they're going to bring this one back. They call the holding, I believe, on the Morton offensive lineman, and they're going to bring this one back. He carried it up to the 15-yard line, but this is going to come back 10 yards from the spot, which that's going to take it all the way back up near the, looks like the 33-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18, Jason.
Hey, Vance, and I've heard the coaches hollering about that holding 2 or 3 times. And Vance, that might be what's happening. They're doing a good job of getting in there, maybe holding on to those jerseys a little bit, and finally that referee called it that time. Because, Vance, to the credit, this Bearcat wall of this defense, I mean, you've just never seen anybody barrel through them like that, big or not.
Yeah. No, nobody's gone at the middle against the Bearcats, not in the opening drive, that's for sure. 9:02 left to go. 2nd and 22 is the call for Morton. As Lewis goes under center, man in motion, pitch to the motion man. He tries to cut it up, nothing doing. They hit him, take him down, no gain on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 22 now for Morton. And Jason, we've got to see if they've got a passing game here. Yeah,
right now they're going to have to go to their arsenal of passes right here. And what a good job right there. And that's what we talked about. Those little bitty penalties right there will hurt you, which now has put them in a tough situation. I don't know if this is what Morton looks for. I don't know if this is going to, if this works in their favor for sure.
3rd and 21 is the set. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. Man in motion, quarterback rolls back, wants to throw. No, he's going to be taken down, sacked by the Bearcats. Loss of 1 on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and long. But Jason, it looks like they're sending out the punting unit, but they're almost too close to punt. I guess they're going to try and pin us deep.
Yeah, they're going to play the field position. There's a lot of ball to be played here, and you want to win that battle of field position. With 4th and 20, you just can't take the risk. You'd rather have that field position. So a good job by the Bearcats. Bend but not break on that drive right there. Penalty really hurting Morton, but that does not play well for Morton with those passes.
Well, Jason, that's what we said earlier. You're going to see some stalled drives because of penalties, and right there, Morton's first one to do it. Holding penalty stalled their opening drive when they had it down inside the 15. Low snap, punt is up, high punt towards the far sideline. Pinkston's back, it hits at the 10 and is going to bounce and stall, maybe go out of bounds. Looks like it comes back to about the 15-yard line. So the Bearcats will start out 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of their own for their opening drive. 7:24 left to go in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. Morton's first drive of the night stalled with a holding penalty, and now the Bearcats will take over at their own 15-yard line. As we've said earlier, Levatus Lyles checking into the game at quarterback. Looks like we're going to start out in our I formation. I see Quillian Jones and Adrian Lyles, A1 in the game. Cameron Stowers and Pinkston, your wide receivers. Levatus goes under center. Coming up, calling an audible, didn't like what he saw. 14 seconds on the play clock. They'll do a little try and confuse the Panthers. They're going to give it to Adrian Lyles, who's up the middle, breaking tackles. Good carry that time, carries it up over the 20, give him a pickup of 5 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. We got a little mouthing, a little pushing, a little shoving going on. No flags come out. A lot of people getting thrown around, but you know what, Jason? Excitement is high.
Yeah, the ref's going to have to get used to that. I mean, these guys, it boils over all year, and this is all they hear about. And when you get out here on the field, Forrest and Morton, you're going to see that type stuff every time. Not good, but you're going to see it. So referees do a no call right there and just get them back to the team and get them ready to play. So Bearcats start off good, Vance. That was a good check off by Levatus right there, just push it up the middle.
Yeah, good run that time by Adrian Lyles. And Jason, I can't say enough about this crowd. It's 3 deep all the way around this fence, and the bleachers are packed to the hilt. Now Bearcats 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. They need the 25 for the first down. Staying in the I formation with Quillian Jones and Adrian Lyles in the backfield. Levatus goes under center, makes the pitch to Adrian Lyles, trying to turn the corner, breaking a tackle. He's backed up, back deep in his field. He runs into the referee and is taken down in the end zone, and that's most likely going to be a safety. Let's see where they spot him at. Tried to reverse his field and runs into the referee, and Morton will get a safety out of that. Good tackle that time by the referee as he gets the safety for Morton. And Bearcats going to start out in a 2-0 deficit against Morton.
Boy, those 2 points could play big, and Adrian just really trying to make something happen. He's got a lot of speed, but what happened, he ran into big 90 there for Morton, and boy, he just shoved him back. Adrian stayed on his feet and was trying to cut that corner and come around and see if he could find an opening. Boy, it just closed in on him, and the further it closed in, the further he ran back to try to get away. And boy, it just turned out real bad. And you know the young man hates it, and he didn't realize where exactly he was at, and pushed back for those 2 points. So that's big. And Vance, we're going to have to kick off now. And that's going to give that ball right back to him. Where will Forrest be kicking off from?
I'm pretty sure they kick off from their own 20-yard line is where they'll be punting the ball from the 20-yard line. So Morton will end up with good field position and a 2-0 lead after the safety by the referee. Can't say it enough. Good tackle by the referee as Adrian was trying to reverse field and ran right into him and fell down into his own end zone. And they give him the safety. So Forrest will be punting from their own 20. Well, see, Darnell
will kick off. You can kick off.
You can kick it or punt it. Darnell will be kicking it from the tee.
Yeah, why wouldn't you kick it?
He kicks it good. He probably kick it further than we can punt it. Although Shepard has been doing a good job punting for us this year when he's had to punt. Just hadn't got a lot of use out of our punter this year. 6:33 left to go in the first quarter. Morton leads 2-0 after the safety. Tough start for both teams offensively. Morton looked good driving down the field. Bearcats got positive yards from their first play, safety on their second. So Darnell Hughes set to kick off as we wait for the referees to clear the field. Back deep to receive for Morton is number 1, Terrence Taylor. Roll and kick, knuckling down. Picked up along the 26-yard line where he starts to return from there. Vontae Winfrey had a hand on him. He's breaking tackles, gears it up over midfield. Flag on the play, Jason. I'm not sure if that's going to be face mask or what that is, but the ball right now is spotted at the 46-yard line of the Bearcats. Didn't see the penalty there. But most of the time when he comes on the end on there like at the tackle, it's going to be face mask.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that face mask would be huge if it's the 15-yarder, and boy, that could put Morton in excellent field position to put him in there close for the score. We'll see, but no.
No, it's against Morton.
Yeah, it's against Morton, so
it's going to back them back up.
That'll back them up a little bit away, so they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul and back it on up. Could have been a holding coming around that end, Vance.
Holding or a block in the back. I didn't see it. The referee actually turned to Morton to show them what the penalty was. He hasn't shown us what the penalty was yet. Let's see what he says here. As he walks to the midfield, let's see if he makes a call. I'm not sure what that is. He's just kind of waving. Too many. I think it's too many men on the field. No, they're calling official out of the booth now, Jason.
The official got hurt on the end zone play.
Okay, the official on the end zone was injured. Looks like they're calling in for a replacement. So as we get this switched over, we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. Referee checking into the game out of the press box. He was up here running the clock. Excuse me, I got to put my phone up to my mouth. The referee had to check out of the press box and go down to the field. The injured referee on the tackle on Adrian Lyles in the end zone might have tore his ACL is what we're joking about up here. We don't know what's happened to him, but he's called for assistance, and now they've got an extra referee in the game. It looks like it was the head referee that was injured. I didn't get a list of the referees for tonight's game, but he's changing hats. A little fun on the sidelines as one of our good benches broke on him and dumped Adrian Lyles, and Coach Mike dumped him on the ground.
He just said he'd walk off. He just walk off.
He did. He ran from it. Bearcats pointing fingers at him, laughing at him. 6:24 left to go in the first quarter after the official switch. The head official had to come out of the game. He's coming up to the press box.
That was an official timeout, literally.
Literally an official injury timeout. And he's checking out of the game. And now they're getting ready to start the. We feel like it was a holding penalty against Morton. Morton is backed up to their own 40-yard line. They were across midfield, but now they're back at their 40 where they're going to have 1st and 10. We think it was a holding penalty. We're not real sure. They didn't give us an indication towards the press box. All right, the clock's back going. Morton starting their second drive of the night, leading 2-0 against the Bearcats. Lewis goes under center. Ball on the ground, ball on the ground.
Morton got it back.
Morton looked to got it back, but they're going to lose 3 on the fumble. Miss exchange from the center to the quarterback. Ball comes out. Morton loses 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they jump back on it, but as you said, they lost that 3 yards and pretty much a loss of downs right there. So it's 2nd down, 13 yards to go. So good break there for the Bearcats. And Vance, you watch this triple option attack. It really is confusing.
Yeah, it really is. You just don't know where the ball's going. Up the middle or pitch to the outside, and then even after that, you've got to defend the option, which is always hard to do. 2 wide receivers in the game this time. The pitch around the end, trying to turn the corner. Bearcats there, nothing doing, no gain on the play. Number 32 for the Bearcats, Michael Townsend, I believe is the number, makes the first contact, takes him down, no gain on the play. Excuse me, Marquez Johnson makes a tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Bearcats did a good job, defensive ends, and everybody just scraping down that line and forcing it through. Then you had your cornerbacks coming up to make that tackle right there and finish him off. Good job by the Bearcats in their pursuing, Vance.
All right, 3rd and 12 the situation. Ball is spotted at Morton's 38-yard line. 5:09 left to go in the first quarter. Bearcats trailing 2-0. Lewis got 2 wide receivers in the game again.
Big 3rd down, Vance.
3 men in the backfield. Big 3rd down conversion. Lewis takes his snap, wants to throw this down. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. Keelan Johnson just swallows him up. Big loss on the play.
Big good job right there as Keelan Johnson just busted through out of nowhere. And I mean, Vance, he bulldozed through. And I guarantee you that quarterback remember number 56 because he laid a lick on him, put him down. And Vance, what a defensive performance that was right there by the Bearcats. They had a fumble on that first play, and then after that, it was all downhill.
Bearcats will end up with good field position this time. Trayshawn Mitchell back to return for the Bearcats. Punting from Morton. He'll be punting from along his own 20-yard line. 4:16 left to go in the first quarter. Low snap. Punt is away. Good punt. Carries to the 40-yard line. Takes a Morton roll all the way down to the Pinkston, picks it up and loses 6 yards. Comes in late, tries to pick that up and run with it. Loses 6 on the play. His ball was almost down on about the 43, and he carries it back to the 28. Excuse me, the 33, and he carries it back to the 28-yard line where Bearcats start out 1st and 10.
Wow, just trying to do a little too much right there. And in these big games, these young players, they want to do something. They want to be a big part of it, and they try just to do a little bit of things outside what they would normally do and outside themselves, and cost us 5 yards there. But nevertheless, good field position for us, 1st and 10.
All right, Bearcats spread it out this time. 4 wide receiver set. He's got Warnsley in the backfield with Levatas. Looks like we're going to go to the pass attack. Puts Trayshawn Mitchell in motion. Hand off to Warnsley up the middle. He's got a hole, Jason. He's at the 40, the 45. He's hit, taken down just shy of midfield. Big 16-yard gain that time by Warnsley right up the middle of the field.
Yeah, great job by that offensive line right there. Just bulldozing them out of the way and pushing them out of the way. And as he always does, number 2 for the Bearcats, the little man with a big heart hitting that hole and running through, and boy, he had it wide open. He scampered through for a big run right there. Good job for the Bearcats.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 48-yard line of the Bearcats. 3:42 left to go in the first quarter. Levatas fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it, but he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Fake the handoff on the end around to Trayshawn Mitchell, quarterback keeper, but nothing doing as there was a gold jersey waiting for him.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard for Levatas to do a lot here tonight because you know that the Morton Panthers have been preached on Lyles, and to watch him, not him, let him break open the open field. So might take some other players to do a little bit.
2nd and 10 now for the Bearcats. Trayshawn Mitchell in motion again. The handoff to Warnsley up the middle, has a hole. He's at the 45, still driving near 1st down territory along the 42-yard line. And
it's going to be close.
It's going to be close. We'll see where they spot him. At worst, it's going to be 3rd and inches. And it looks like they're going to give him the 1st down. Let's see what they do here. 3rd and inches is what they're saying. They're not taking a measurement. Looks like they're just a little bit short of the 42-yard line of Morton. Bearcats got a man short on the field. We've only got 10 on the field. Levatas trying to get him to jump. Got him to jump. Got him to jump that time. Morton player, he didn't jump much, but he jumped enough.
Yeah, nobody does it better than Lyles back there at quarterback. He can get him to jump. He's got that right little call right there that makes that team just do that extra little push right there. And Bearcats rolling right now on offense and pushing through right here for another first down. They've worked into Morton territory. And Vance looking good so far.
All right, 3 wide receiver set this time. We got a tight end in the game. Stowers to the near side, Hawkins and Pinkston to the far side, Warnsley in the backfield. Levatas takes a snap, inside shovel pass to Ranbo, and nothing doing there as he's taken down, no gain on the play. Good looking play, but just couldn't get it working.
Yeah, against the big front like that, it just takes a little bit of time for it to develop, and those defensive linemen were waiting right there just as soon as Rambo caught it, and nowhere to go right there, so no gain on the play.
We're under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Morton leads 2-0. Levatas shotgun formation. Rolls out, looking to throw, does throw, has a man open. That's Pinkston. He's hit as soon as he catches the ball along the 30-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 3 now for Morton. Pickup of 7 on the play. Pinkston with the catch and is immediately hit by the Panther, unable to run after the catch. No yak on the play. Bring up 3rd and a long 3. Ball spotted at the 30. They need the 27 for the first. Levatas waiting the call, changing it up, a little audible from the coaches from Lee Martin. Got Hawkins and Pinkston to the near side this time. Stowers on the short side. Warnsley in the backfield. We're at a minute to go in this first quarter. Levatas rolls to the near side, wanting to throw, does throw, has a wide open Pinkston in and out of his hands, hit him in the numbers, and he was looking behind him trying to figure out where he was going to run to, Jason, and that just bounced right out of his hands.
So many times you see that happen to the receivers, boy. They ready to run and hurry up and get downfield, and they forget about catching that ball, and I mean, it hit him in the wrong place, the hands, and just dropped it right there. And boy, what a huge drop that was for the Bearcats, Vance. That was a first down right there. Now we're forcing the big 4th down, and against this big team, it's going to be hard to get many drives working.
Yeah, Bearcats are going for it on the first down. 4th and 3. Shotgun formation. Levatas takes the snap, low snap, rolls to the near side. Pressure coming from Morton, throws it deep. Way overshoots everybody as Stowers broke off the play, and Levatas threw it deep down the field. Nobody there, so the failed 4th down conversion attempt for the Bearcats will give Morton the ball on their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Not much to say there, is it?
No, it
needed 4. We just threw it, went for the home run, and Stowers got kind of tied up with the receiver and kind of come off of his pattern. Just a little miscommunication that time. So now it's 1st and 10 from Morton. 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Morton spreading it out now. 3 wide receiver set. Handoff up the middle. He's hit by the Bearcats. Give him a yard on the carry. Finally taken down by number 55, Fred Spivey. Was the last one with the help coming from Quillian Jones. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for Morton. Look like number 8, Leland McGee, on the carry for Morton that time.
Sorry about that. Bird flew in my throat.
25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This should be the last play for Morton. Lewis goes under center. 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle. No quarterback keeper. He's turning the corner. He's got first down. Nathan Reynolds takes him down up along the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield. They're going to spot him at the 49. That stops the clock while they move the change. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That's a first down for Morton.
A big play right there, and it's just biting. It's just a hard offense to defend. They're biting so much on that interior handoff, and we're getting faked off as well looking up here. They got the side angle, and then they do that little coming around the outside with the quarterback and get that first.
All right, as the clock runs out, we're going to take a pause, send it back to WQST. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on the Gospel Station. Starting the second quarter, Morton has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Morton's lead 2-0. Sorry, I got to talk into the phone. Starting the second quarter, Morton leads 2-0, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Handoff up the middle. He's hit. No, the quarterback keeps it, takes it away from the running back who was hit for a 2-yard loss. Quarterback pulled the ball back out, falls forward for a pickup of 3.
What'd you say? Man, I tell you what, that is something. You don't ever see them very much just to come through and take the ball away from their player. A risky play right there. That could cause the fumble, but he took it away and picked up those lost yards and made them a positive game.
Yeah, you've got to tackle two people on that play. You've got to tackle the quarterback who doesn't have the ball and the running back just to make sure nobody runs with it. And off the middle, no offsides that time. They blow this one dead. Was that against Morton?
Yeah.
All right, false start on Morton. So that'll back them up 5, which is going to bring up 2nd and 11 on the next play.
All right, and so that'll negate what would have been a quarterback keeper coming around the end. And Vance, those penalties so far are playing havoc. No, just as we go and say that, it's going to be against Forrest, Vance. And what?
Chad?
They said we're going to blame that on Chad.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got the camera in a good angle and all, so it's going to be against Forrest. And Vance, that one hurts.
Yeah, that's a 5-yard penalty against the Bearcats, and that gives them 2nd and short now, as the penalty was against the Bearcats. Chad, our cameraman, miscalled that one for us. 11:16 left to go in the first half of play. Morton driving, ball at the 43-yard line of the Bearcats. Lewis under center, man in motion, ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, turns the corner, has running room. Going to pick up the first down as he carries it up along the 41-yard line. Good job that time by Lewis on the fumbled snap exchange to pick it up and make something positive out of it.
Yeah, just a real good athlete. They got back there in the backfield, and he does a very good job just picking that thing up, getting around the outside, and he's quick. He's got good feet coming around that outside, picks up the first down. So as Morton moving into Bearcat territory, trying to push through, 2-0 leading this ball game at the start of the second quarter.
10:55 left to go in the first half. Morton's got a 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 41-yard line. Field position most of the night's been in Morton's favor. Lewis going under center. He's got 3 men in the backfield, 1 man in motion. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing. Bearcat, that red brick wall shuts him down. Knocks him right back down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've talked about that big defensive front all year long, and what a good job they've done for the Bearcats. And boy, they looked a little average there on that first drive, but boy, they stepped back up the rest of the way through, and Morton's finding tough going up the middle.
Well, Jason, so far this has been what we expected it to be, pretty much a defensive battle. You got 2 high-scoring teams, but you've also got 2 low-scoring defenses. Quarterback takes out, almost caught from behind. He pitches, makes the pitch. The runner that time, number 8 for Morton, that was Leland McKee, picks up a couple on the play as he carries it to the 39-yard line. I'm going to give him a pickup of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. And Jason, that quarterback was almost swallowed.
Yeah, I was finna say he didn't have another second to hold on to that ball. I mean, another split second, and he was fixing to be tackled. It could have been possibly a fumble. But Vance, huge 3rd down when they're pressing into Bearcat territory.
3rd and 8, 9:42 left to go in the first half of play. Ball spotted at the Bearcat 39-yard line. Lewis, your quarterback for Morton, has to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. Conversion this time for Morton. Ball is spotted at the Bearcat 39-yard line. 3rd and 8 is the play. 2 men in motion that time. They don't call it. Quarterback fakes a pitch. He's wanting to throw it deep. Does throw it deep this time. Bearcat defenders there almost intercepted. Trayshawn Mitchell almost intercepted that one. But that's going to bring up 4th and 8. And I'd be curious to see. They punted from this situation last time, Jason. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. The punt unit's not moving yet.
Yeah, Vance, I think they're probably going to go for it. I mean, you get a good drive working into somebody's territory with the defense. Well, they're going to punt it. He could have gone either way, but they're going to play the field position game with Forrest, and they've been winning it so far. So it's worked to their advantage. The last time they did this, they got a safety, so they're going to punt it and see if they can pin Forrest deep. Good coverage, though, by the Bearcats.
Emilio Warnsley, the senior punter for Morton, on to punt this time. Back deep for the Bearcats is Pinkston and Mitchell. Morton has won the battle of the field position tonight. They've punted in situations like this where Forrest just went for it from about the same spot. Almost blocked that time. Short, high kick. It lands at the 20, takes a Morton roll, and is touched by Morton along the 17-yard line. So the Bearcats will start out 1st and 10, deep in their own territory at the 17-yard line. 9:13 left to go in this first half of play. It has been a defensive struggle. Defense has put the only points on the board tonight. That's 2 of them. Morton leads 2-0. The injured referee, good thing he didn't come up here into this press box, Jason. We might have said something to him. He stayed on the field. We're one man down, and the referee and crew up here running the clock. All right, Bearcats come out, spread it out. Warrensley in the backfield with Levatas. 4 wide receiver set. Puts Adrian Lyles in motion. High snap, fakes a handoff, runs the option pitch to Adrian, who's going to be hit and taken down for a loss along the 10-yard line. And just kind of a high snap, and it was a little bit slow to develop. Levatas couldn't get moving on that play, and we're going to take a loss of about 7 on the play.
Whew, that play ain't worked tonight, and they're trying to get to the outside. And I tell you what, Morton is playing real man's on right there against the receivers. And boy, there were those corners right there, and everybody just came up and crunched them right there, Vance. But the way Morton's playing, they're just playing man-to-man, no zone coverage, and they really wanted to force Forrest's hand on the pass.
Yeah, that was one of Forrest's best plays all year long, and I think Morton knew about it, keyed on it. As Adrian went in motion, and they were right there waiting on him. 2nd and 17. Levatas throws the screen, caught by Stowers at the 10, still on his feet at the 15, still going forward. Carries it up near the 20-yard line. Forward progress is going to give him the 19 before he's finally taken down. Back to the original line of scrimmage, +1 or 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and long here, though, Jason.
Yeah, that play, the first down play, just really got us. That was a good play right there with great positive yards and worked out real good, but he just had so far to go. But he got us in a manageable 3rd down now for Lyles and company.
3rd and 8. Ball spotted along the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, spreading it out, 4 wide receiver set. Warrensley in the backfield with him. Hawkins and Adrian Lyles in your 2 slot positions. Levatas takes his snap, wants to throw. Trying to find a man open, pressure coming. He's wrapped up. He's going to be taken down along the 10-yard line. Loss of 7 or 8 on the play that time, and Bearcats going to be punting from their own end zone this time, Jason.
Yeah, just hanging on to it a little bit too long right there, looking downfield, and just got to get that ball out of his hands. You can only hold those big boys from Morton so long before they just going to corral you, and they're going to get you down. Levatas has got to make a decision and get it out of there. But to Morton's credit and to Levatas' credit, there's good coverage right there and wasn't a lot of places to go, but you got to get that ball out of there, Vance.
Yeah, 3rd down, you can't take a big loss like that to be punting. Shepard's going to be punting from midway into his own end zone. 7:04 left to go in the first half. Good snap this time. Good kick, going to carry up, hits along the 36-yard line, takes a Forrest bounce, was picked up by Morton, and he's caught and taken down along the 35-yard line. Jason wanting a flag, not going to get it.
Yeah, there's no doubt it was a clip back there, just hit in the back.
Well, there's something on the field. I don't know if that's a rag or what.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I don't either. But
that's where he...
Oh, okay.
It's a no call, and you're going to get those a lot of times in high school football. And so now Morton back in about the field position they had before they punted the ball. So Vance, the battle of field position so far is starting to work in Morton's favor.
Yeah,
to pay off.
Yeah, they're starting in great field position. They're playing the smart game. They're punting instead of going for it and pinning us deep, and it worked for them that time as they've got the ball 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 34-yard line. 6:49 left to go in the first half. Lewis goes under center. Man in motion, fakes the pitch, wants to throw, pressure coming, he throws it deep down the field. Pinkston is there in coverage. Intercepted, what a catch by Pinkston, and he's returning it. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, takes it down to the 24-yard line. Oh my God, what a catch that time by Pinkston as he's in.
Wow.
The ball gets bounced around, bobbled around, almost caught by Morton. Last-ditch effort, Pinkston picks it up and returns it out to the 22-yard line where Bearcats will start out 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Huge, huge defense.
We got an extra man on the field, and his name is Mo.
Hey, Chad, what do you got to say about that?
Boo, yeah, baby.
There it is. But what a catch right there. And I tell you what, Pinkston, a very, very special player back here. And I mean, it was bobbled around. I thought Morton was fixing to come up with it for a second. Pinkston just comes out as the better man on the defense.
1st and 10, man in motion, handoff up the middle to Warrensley, who's hit and taken down. Give him a pickup of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. So Bearcats still staying in this spread offense. 6:25 left to go in the first half. Bearcats trail by 2. Give him 4 on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of the Bearcats. 4 wide receiver set. Mitchell goes in motion. Flag on the play. I thought somebody said no. I heard flag, didn't see flag. Warnsley on the carry up the middle. Give him a pickup of 2 as he carries it up to the 30. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3 this time for the Bearcats. Bearcats in the hurry-up offense, so I'm not going to give Jason time to talk because we've got it spread out again. 4 wide receiver set.
Got it.
Morton jumps off sides. And that is a first down for the Bearcat the easy way.
Yeah, there ain't nothing. We'll take it the easy way every time. And I tell you what, for both of these teams, 3rd down conversions are going to play big. There's going to be a lot of 3rd downs in this ball game, Vance. They're not going to be. It's going to be tough yardage. These defenses are playing a hard-fought ball game. So I think a lot of this game, Vance, is going to come down to who can make those 3rd down conversions because there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right. It has definitely been a defensive battle so far. We got 5:38 left to go in the first half of play. Bearcats trail by 2. Mitchell goes in motion this time. Again, the handoff to Warren, who's got running room. Knocks a helmet off, it looked like, as he carries it up to the 40. Give him a pickup of 4 on the play. Jason, they're opening up holes up the middle of that line.
Yeah, they are. They're opening up holes, and I tell you what, number 2 is just hitting that hole with a vengeance as he rolls through there, Vance, and he's knocking heads. He's not afraid.
No, Bearcats still hurrying it up. 2nd and 6, and they get him to jump again. Got him again. Bearcats are running about, it's the no huddle, hurry up offense, and Morton is
I haven't seen this all year.
No, Morton is, it's just catching Morton completely off guard. They're rushing to try and get set up on the play, and they're taking a timeout to try and figure out what to do, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. 0:05 left to go. Referees backing them up again here, Jason. Looks like they're going to come. They're going to bring the chains out for a measurement now. You think they could have done that during the timeout, don't you?
I mean, you would think. But, hey, what do we know? I guess they got to looking more and more and decide they want to run out there and measure for it. And so we'll see how this comes out. But, Vance, we predicted a low-scoring game. I didn't know that it would come down to 2 points so far deciding this first half. And it's definitely been a boy, that's going to be inches right there, Vance. And it's close. But
they just wanted to get Ricky Cox's shoes muddy, make him pull that chain out there and see if they can get him to slip and fall. Him and Mike Evans doing the chain gang crew for the Bearcats. And they are walking lightly and gently out on that wet field. 5:05, like we said, left to go in this first half of play. Bearcats trying to mount a drive. Ball spotted at their own 45-yard line. They need about 6 inches for the first. 2nd and very short. Score is still 2-0 Morton. Bearcats spread it out still. Warnsley in the backfield. Mitchell goes in motion. The handoff to Warnsley up the middle again, and nothing doing that time. He looked like he didn't hit the same hole he'd been hit, and he tried to bounce it a little bit, and Morton was right there to stop him. Loss on the play of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and almost 2.
Yeah, you almost think Morton was just ready for him to try to get that little small yardage. Boy, they just came barreling through and met him right in the hole, and nothing going that time for the Bearcats. Vance said he lost that yard, and so now we'll call it about 1.5 yards to go.
4.5 left to go in the first half of play. Levatas awaits the snap, trying to get Morton to jump. They're not jumping this time. Switching Warnsley up to the other side. Clock still running. Quarterback keeper this time. Levatas got the first down. Gets the first down before he's tackled. He carries it up to the 47-yard line. First down for your Bearcats on the quarterback keeper, Valles. And Jason, you can almost see he's not 100%. He's running the offense, but he's not full speed.
No, yeah, you can tell. I mean, it's just not the same Lyles we're used to seeing. He's got a few more weeks of recovery going. Should be 100% by playoffs, but he's definitely not there yet.
First down, Bearcats. 4:12 left to go in the first half of play. Levatas takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out, wants to throw. Does throw, throws it low, incomplete. Pressure coming that time by Quay Evans. They've got him numbered as 90 in tonight's game. He's been 56 on the roster. Also number 34 for Morton, Antonio Cleveland, the senior defensive linebacker at that time, putting pressure on Levatas, forcing him to make a bad throw. Clock stopped with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Had to stop, look, see what that smoke was. I bet that concession stand grill's working overtime tonight. The crowd we've got here. Levatas, shotgun formation. Takes a snap, looking to throw downfield. Throws it deep down the middle of the field, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Overthrew receiver Mitchell in and out of the hands of number 3 for Morton, the quarterback, Percy Lewis, as it just bounced off of his hands. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's just that deep ball, and Bearcats have had trouble all season long. They complete some. You got to try them every now and again. Came up short that time, and now Bearcats in a tough 3rd down predicament on 3rd down, 10 yards to go. So we'll see what the Bearcat Brain Trust has for this one.
As you said earlier, the 3rd down conversions are going to be huge. This would be a great one for the Bearcats to pick up. You don't want to give Morton the ball, let them run free to try and score at the end of the half. So let's see what Levatas does this time. He wants to throw. Throwing across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for the 1st down by Pinkston as he rolls forward. Let's see what kind of spot they give him. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close.
That's going to be real close.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line, depending on where they mark it. The referee on this sideline shaking his head. I don't like the spot they gave him, Jason. Let's see. They're
you got to love our forest markers, though. We already throw 1st down with our forest guys over there working the chain.
No, they're spotting it short of the 46-yard line.
They got to bring them out if they're going to spot it short.
Yeah. They're going to measure for it. It looks like
they got the number. They got the 1st down marked on.
Well, that's
our chain game marking it 1st down. As the chain game's coming all the way across the field to see where they spotted this one, and Jason, I just have to think that's a bad spot. I saw he made the catch and rolled backwards, and they spotted him where he stopped rolling, not where he caught the ball. But I have a feeling I think you Bearcats are going to line up, and if nothing else, try and get Morton to jump. You got to think we should be able to get 6 inches. Yeah, it's about a foot short, it looks like. And again,
you got to go.
I don't like the spot, but that's just me, and I'm a little bit of a homer. 3:44 left to go in the 1st half of play. It's 4th down and a foot for the Bearcats. They're across midfield in Morton territory. Ball is spotted at the 44-yard line of Morton, and they need a foot, looks like, Jason. So let's see what they're going to do. I don't see a punting unit out there. Looks like we're going to go for it.
Yeah, just put man on man and just man up and see if you get it. Yeah, and quarterback sneak is about to call just about.
Well, I see big number 73 for Morton, Bradley Dorsey, 6'6", 387. Senior is going to be lining up at nose tackle. So if we're going to get it, I don't think we're going to get it straight away. As we're in spread formation, let's see what we do. Levatas. Looks like the linebacker's holding that big guy back to make sure he doesn't jump, Jason. Looks like they're holding us. Don't want to move. Let's see what Bearcats do. Takes a snap. Levatas is going to roll out. He's got the 1st down. He's going to be at the 40, still on his feet, spins, and is going to be knocked out of bounds along the 32-yard line. That's a 1st down for the Bearcats, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Good play time by your quarterback, Jason.
Yeah, good play right there. They were really biting on that inside, thinking he was going to hand it off. Levatas just kept it and worked his feet to the outside, and dodged a few defenders, pick up some extra yardage, and as Vance said, ran out of bounds to savor that clock. And normally 3 minutes is a ton of time, Vance, but boy, in this ball game, it's flying by.
Yeah, this has been a very quick 1st half in this ball game because it has been nothing but defense. 3:17, 1st down for the Bearcats at the 39-yard line. Levatas hands off to Warnsley up the middle of the field. He's breaking a tackle. Caught and wrestled down that big number 73 for Morton, 387 pounds. He gets an arm on you. That's a lot of weight to try and pull, Jason. Warnsley is taken down along the 33-yard line. Pick up about 6 on the play. They spot him at the 34. Pick up of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Bearcats. Jason, when you've got a guy that's almost 400 pounds, that's 2 players. They've got 12 men on the field, don't they?
Very much so.
All right. 2:44 left to go in the 1st half. Bearcats driving. Long extended drive this time for the Bearcats after the interception by Pinkston. Levatas calling an audible. 4 seconds on the play clock. Fakes a handoff, ball's on the ground. Levatas picks it up and quickly has to fall back down on it. Brings up loss of 4 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. 2:20 left to go in the first half of play.
Vance, they got to get moving. I mean, with 2 minutes left, it's a lot of field to cover, you know, with 2 minutes. These teams, every yard, 4 or 5 has been earned hard, and they got to get moving.
2:05 left to go, third and a long 9 for the Bearcats. Warnsley in the backfield with Lovatis, 4 wide receiver set. Fakes the handoff up the middle, setting up the screen to Stowers. Turning it up, he's on his feet. He falls forward. He picks up the first down as he carries it down along the 28-yard line, depending on the spot. That stops the clock as they move the chains.
Yeah, Vance, and that's that bread and butter play me and you love so much. Boy, how long has that play been around and picked up big-time yardage for us?
Great job that time by the Bearcat offensive line as they let Morton come on through because there was 4 gold jerseys looking Lovatis in the face as he threw a perfect strike to Stowers on the screen and picks up the first down. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, minute 40 left to go. Mitchell goes in motion, handoff to Warnsley up the middle. He's got a hole, Jason. He's on his still running his feet. Carries it over the 20-yard line before he is hit and taken down. Give him the 19-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down. Minute 27. Jason, we've got some timeouts. I think we might need to start using some of them here. Minute 20, clock is still ticking. 2nd and 1 is the situation for the Bearcats. Warnsley in the backfield, Mitchell in motion. The handoff again to Warnsley. He's got the first down, still on his feet at the 15, the 10, wrestled down along the 5-yard line, picks up the first down, which should stop the clock at 1:02. Bearcats driving. They're quick to the line this time, Jason.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that little number 2, Warnsley, he does a good job, Vance, with his cuts in the open field of dodging defenders, cutting back, and picking up those extra yards. He's got great vision, Vance.
He really does. He hits the hole quick, sidesteps the defender, and he's picked up 15 yards before you know it. Under a minute, Lovatis takes a snap, hands off again to Warnsley. He tries to go up the middle, nothing doing that time as they wrap him up and take him down. Bearcat coaching staff takes a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on the Gospel Station.
You got 9 minutes and 7 seconds. He was up there, and I was up there. So, I talked with the coaches while they were doing all work. And we're out on the field, and fire trucks, emergency personnel coming in. The next day they said, yeah, Coach, we got all the tanks and water and left to go to Birmingham. Oh my God.
Band captain, Takesha Christian. Drum captains, Shatika Lofton and Malcolm McBride. Guard captain, Adriana Escara. And drum major, Keisha Patrick.
Bearcat fans, we're back. Bearcat band is out there trying to form. He's out there just put on a
It was agreed this year, where in the world is Mississippi? Jason, I'm going over this and the Lions leaves tonight.
Man, golly, hang on. Oh, he's got to think. I know Arkansas. It's going to be a good game. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a good game. In Little Rock. It's in Arkansas. It's in Arkansas.
Our expedition continues to the British Isles, where the werewolves in London, followed by Scotland and Grain.
We're excited. I knew there were people like tickets to the game. I didn't know they
Every game,
Left to go in the first half. Bearcats have got 2nd and goal from the Morton 6. I formation now for the Bearcats, changing it up, bringing Quillian Jones in with Warnsley. Stowers and Pinkston, the lone wide receivers in the game. Sliding Quillian over, rolls out to the near side, wanting to throw, breaking tackles, trying to run it himself, still on his feet, breaking another tackle, still going, Jason. Finally, he gets back all the way back to the line of scrimmage. What a great run by Levatis just to get that one back to the line of scrimmage. There's pressure coming from Morton. He carries it back to the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5. Bearcat coaching staff takes a timeout. We'll just keep it here this time. And, Jason, this has been a great drive for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and boy, they're getting down here in this deep territory and trying to set up some type of pass. Nothing going. And, Vance, I think they've just got to go back to that running game, see if they can punch it in. But, boy, that's a long 5 yards to pick up against this Morton defense. So, we're going to see. But,
CC.
Yeah, OCC is on the field roaming the sidelines, and we saw a number of years out there cheering the Bearcats on. But, man, what a defensive showing it's been here in the first half of 2 great offenses that's put up some big numbers all season long. But, boy, when they met head-to-head, those offenses have been stalled, and every yard has been hard-fought and hard-earned. And there's no telling on this drive that started way back at the 17 for Forest how many 3rd downs they converted to get to this point.
Yeah, this has been an unbelievable drive. I wish I'd have paid attention and looked at what the time was on the clock when they started this drive. It's been at least a 6-minute drive, I know, so far for the Bearcats. And now they've got a 3rd and goal from the 5. Staying in the I formation this time. Quillian Jones and Warnsley in the backfield. Levatis is going to go under center this time. Takes a snap, wants to throw, does throw. Caught! Oh, in and out of just threw it, just behind Pinkston. A little too much pressure on the ball. Pinkston unable to hang on as it hit him in the hands, but it was on his back shoulder, unable to catch that one.
That's a hard catch.
That's going to bring up 4th and 5. And Jason, you got to ask yourself: do you take the 1-point lead with the field goal?
Yes, you
or do you
Vance.
go for the touchdown?
No, you know, I hate to play coach up here, but I personally kick the field goal. This halftime, you want to take that momentum going in. If they stop you, they take all the momentum in and go in the half off that stop. Yep. I kick the field goal.
Well, it looks like we're set up to go for it. Bearcats coming in late. 11 seconds left to go on the play clock. Levatis goes under center. Oh, and he gets Morton to jump. So that'll give us half the distance. It's not an automatic first down. It'll give us I guess it's not an automatic first down.
No, it won't be, Vance. It's going to be half the distance. So
it's going to give us a little closer to kick the field goal to make it more of an extra point now. So let's see what we do here.
They're going to keep them on the field, but
questions here whether we'd kick it, whether we'd go for it.
Hey, look, the bottom line is you're a genius. If you put it in for the touchdown, nothing ever said that. And if you don't, then you're going, man, we should have kicked the field goal. So either way, you can't argue the call right here. You've worked this hard to get down here. The points are this hard to come by, and they're going to go for the big points. Yeah, it looks like, well, they're calling a timeout now, getting ready. They're really going to think this one through to see what they can do. Number 12, Nathan Reynolds, on the sideline, doesn't seem to be warming up. Doesn't look like he's involved anything in the mix of the discussions here. And so I'm going to guess he's not kicking this ball. No, there's no doubt about it. He's not.
Looks like the Bearcats are going to be going for this 4th down. They're in a timeout right now. We're keeping it here with 32 seconds left to go. 4th and goal from the, we'll say it's the 2.5. It's the extra point line. Basically, you're looking at a 2-point conversion. Right here is what we're looking for. But we make it, we get 6, not just 2.
Yeah. I mean, you can't argue it. I mean, you've got to, if you work that hard to get down there and it's hard to get here, you want those big points to go in and punch it in. And he took that time out to do nothing more but to fire up that offensive line, tell them, hey, we put it on your shoulders, barrel through them, and let's get this touchdown.
All right, here it is, I formation. 4th down for the Bearcats on the 2-yard line. Levatis under center. Takes a handoff to Warnsley. He goes in. Jason, touchdown, Bearcats. And they punch it in. You got to like that momentum shift right there. And the crowd goes wild.
Did I say field goal? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I think you did.
Hey, Jason, I know you're in school to do a little coaching, maybe try and get out and coach some football teams next year, but bad call that time, Jason.
Yeah, no doubt. I tell you what, he definitely punched in right there. And, hey, the thing is, he had confidence in that offensive line to punch it through and put it on their backs, had that pep talk with him. And I tell you what, it was close, but, boy, he got in there by nose of the football, punched it in. What a big score for the Bearcats going in half with 27 seconds left.
All right, Darnell Hughes set to attempt the extra point this time. I'm not sure if Reynolds is injured or not. They got the hold by Evans. Darnell just a straight ahead kicker. The snap is good. The kick is up and the kick is pulled.
I don't know if
it's going to be no good.
A little bit.
Jason thinks he got blocked a little bit. I'm not real sure, but the kick was pulled. So the Bearcats lead 6-2 in exactly what we thought this was going to be, a defensive struggle. And Jason, the reason this is a
Where's Reynolds, Vance?
He was on the sideline. I saw him on the sideline a minute ago because we talked about it. He's right there by Coach Davis. He's got his helmet off, but I don't know that he's hurt. I don't know. He's taken a few licks on that opening drive of Morton. He had to make a lot of tackles. I don't know that he's hurt. But Evans comes on to do the extra point kicking duties. 27 seconds left to go in the first half. Bearcats score, lead 6-2. Now, and Jason, the reason this is a defensive battle is because both of these teams in every game they've played this year has outweighed at the line of scrimmage. They've either had the heavier offensive line or they've had the heavier defensive line, and they have both sides of the ball, they've outweighed their opponents. First time all season long, both of them have faced equal-sized opponents.
But Vance, would you? There's no doubt, it's the exact thing. They're so equal match. It's hard to get anything moving in this game. But I tell you what, did you expect this kind of ball game or what, Vance? I mean, now low scoring like this, you called it from the get-go. Great call.
Yeah, I expected a defensive battle. I feel like it would be somewhere around 21 or 14. So right. I feel like a 3-touchdown game for the winner. And we still got time to do that. But Bearcats moved the ball really well that time. I believe we started at our own 24-yard line, marched it all the way down for the score. Darnell Evans set to kick. Darnell Hill, squib kick. Bearcats get it back. Bearcats get it back. Onside kick. Bearcats get it back at the 49-yard line of Morton. We got 24 seconds. Jason, you think they'll throw it deep?
Hey, why not? You ain't got nothing to lose here. Throw it deep and work it down the field. 24 seconds. You don't have anything to lose. Picked up a big play right there and got that ball back. I say throw it deep a few times. Hey, you don't have any more timeouts, so just chunk it, see if you can get it, work it downfield. And with 24 seconds in Levatas' arm, I think we can do it.
I believe we can. We've got the speedsters, even if you just throw the little screen across the middle. Oh, Jason, they're calling offsides against the Bearcats. I never saw that flag.
Wow.
That's kind of it definitely seems late, but they called offsides against us. They're going to make us kick this again, Jason. It backs us up 5 yards. We've got to kick it again from the 35. That's a shame. I didn't see that.
I
never saw
either.
The flag.
Not a bit.
So, all right, so Bearcats will kick it again. So now, Darnell Hughes, excuse me, I called him Evans a minute ago. Darnell Hughes will be kicking from his 35-yard line this time instead of the usual 40, with 24 seconds left to go on the clock. 6-2 is the score. His Bearcats set to kick it off again. They got the onside kick, but obviously they were illegal in getting it. So Darnell set to kick it off again, kicks another squibbler, the 40, rolling to the 30, where it's picked up at the 27. Trying to run across the end of the field, has some running room, and he's taken down. Tackle that time by Marquez Johnson, number 32 for the Bearcats. So Morton will have the ball at their own 37-yard line with 17 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, no doubt. It was just a good open field tackle right there, and you let those guys break through, and they're doing a good job of sealing off that wall. Morton is, but making those open field tackles is what counts right there for the Bearcats on special teams. And Vance, they'll have they got a few timeouts, and they'll have a couple of chances to chunk it downfield. What you think?
I'll be interested to see if they chunk this one downfield. They've got their 2 wide receivers, 3 men in the backfield, man in motion, handoff up the middle, and he's taken down quickly the 40. I don't think they've got the arm or the speed to throw this downfield and risk an interception return right here, Jason. 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Looks like they're going to be set to go into the locker rooms with a 6-2 deficit, and that's what we've got. Bearcats lead 6-2 at the half. We're going to send it back to WQST and come back with our halftime show. Again, deep before the Bearcats, Cameron Stowers, Josh Pinkston, and A1, Adrian Lyles. Morton will be kicking off, and Bearcats going to look to put some points on the board here, like we talked about earlier. If they can come out on this opening drive and put some points, it will be a huge momentum swing, and it's going to take a lot of pride for Morton to keep their heads up after that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Vance. And as we get ready to go, if we get a good kickoff return or something here going on special teams, get that good field position, boy, that'd be a big momentum right there. And we got the speedsters back there to do it.
Yeah, field position was key in the first half for keeping us locked down. We finally got it going forward as we drove it down the field to score. So let's see what happens here. And here comes the kick from Morton. Kick right down the middle of the field, caught right to Stowers. As he's turning the wall, he's got a blocker, Jason. He's got one man to beat. Another block, he's at the 40, the 50, the 45, inside the 40, all the way down to the 36-yard line of Morton. And Jason, you called it a big play from the special teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And he just came around. Boy, they just really, the Morton players just kind of flocked to the interior of that line and went to the center. And then, boy, Stowers just really read that well, and he broke it to the outside, had one blocker out in front of him, boy, and he was turning and burning and got it down into Morton territory. And Vance, what good field position we're in now, deep in Morton territory.
Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line of Morton. Forrest's spread offense put Trayshawn Mitchell in motion. Hand off to Lyles up the middle of the field. He tried to turn the corner, does turn the corner. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, still going, the 15, all the way down to the 10-yard line. And Jason, he took the Warrensley play up the middle, but he broke it to the outside and made some big yardage there.
Yeah, he put a little Lyles spin on it that time and broke it to that outside, got his speed, and you tell this young man was wanting to make up for those mistakes he made in the first half, and he's ready to get on that field and show what he's capable of. His senior night, he's a senior, and get going. But Vance, he shed about 4 tackles that time.
It is 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's about on the 11-yard line, so let's see what they got here. Levada shotgun formation. Oh, and he gets them to jump. We'll take 5 the easy way. That is about the 4th time tonight Morton has jumped off sides, biting on the Levada's fake, and I just don't think they were ready for that.
No, they wasn't, and boy, Mike could get that all night. As hyped as both teams are, boy, we're just drawing them, and they're biting on it each and every time. And boy, man, it's looking good on this first drive. Boy, coming out of the half, you couldn't ask for better from this Bearcat team.
Now our cameraman's over here doing a little jig.
No, I was watching the coach. That's his play he was calling.
The coach play was calling him. Looked like a jig is what Chad said. All right, Mitchell goes in motion. Hand off to Warrensley up the middle. All kinds of Morton Panthers there. No gain on the plays. He takes it to just outside the 5-yard line. It's first. I guess it's got to be 1st and 5. Looks like they've got the marker at the 2, but yeah, it's going to be 1st and 5. Or 2nd and 4. I'm all mixed up. And if Jason would have had this mic, he'd have corrected me.
2nd and 6.
10:53 left to go. Levada takes a snap, fakes a handoff, going to run the option. No, he keeps it, cuts it up the middle of the field. Ooh, and he jumps. The ball comes out.
No.
Morton says they've got it. Levada's jumped. He got hit in midair, and Morton gets the ball. He drops it on the ground at the 4-yard line as he went to jump in the middle of the field. Morton Panther put his helmet right on the ball, knocked it loose, and Morton gets the ball deep in their own territory.
Yeah, big turn of events right there. Bearcats had the momentum, driving downfield, looking to punch it in and go up by the 2-touchdown spread right there. But coughed it up, and as we said, turnovers are going to be big. But now pin it on that defense. We can play field position, get that ball back.
1 turnover each tonight, 1 for the Bearcats, 1 for Morton. Let's see what the Bearcat defense can do. As Morton goes under center, handoff up the middle, no quarterback keeper. Turns it out the outside, pick up of a couple on the play is Lewis on the quarterback keeper. Give him 2, that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. 10:26 left to go in the second half. In the 3rd quarter, as the Bearcats took it all the way down inside the 5, put the ball on the ground at the 4, and that's where Morton starts off. 2 yards on the first play. 2nd and 8 is what Lewis is facing now. Handoff up the middle, no quarterback keeper, running the pitch, throws it into the end zone. He's going to be taken down along the 3-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 12 this time, Jason.
Boy, you think they came out of the half ready to play and ready to go, and they made up where they were getting that big play, come to the outside with the blockers. They had them contained on the middle. had the quarterback contained, couldn't go anywhere, and then had the pitch man contained. They covered everybody of that triple option.
Ball spotted just outside the 4-yard line. It's 3rd and 11 now. 9:34 left to go in the third quarter. Lewis goes under center. Man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. No quarterback keeper. Breaking tackles. Falls short of the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. And Morton's going to have to punt to get the Bearcats ball right back. That's a good turn of events for the Bearcats after the turnover to put them down 3 and out and get the ball right back.
I tell you what. The coach staff did a heck of a job going in there and getting these boys ready to play and making the adjustments needed to be made. And I tell you what, looking phenomenal so far on offense and looking even better on defense. They shut a big 3 and out right there and forced 4th down punt. Vance, we're going to be right back in field position close to what we had going and from the start.
Trayshawn Mitchell and Pinkston back deep to return the punt. Trayshawn in the middle, Pinkston kind of split out to the far side. Punt is away, almost blocked as Reynolds got close to it. Ball bounces and it just stops in the mud. Morton touched it there. Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 at the Morton 43-yard line as that ball just plugged when it stuck, Jason.
Yeah, it did. I think Pinkston was waiting maybe to pick it up and run it downfield, and it just never got to him. It just plugged, as Van said, and turned over in that mud, and boy, it's soggy down there, and that ball just hit and had nowhere to go. But now it's going to be 1st down and 10 in Morton territory again, and pressing right here, Vance, and they look great. You know, turnover's the only thing.
Yeah, like I said, we were ready to punch that ball in. Levadas looked like he thought he was going to take it in the end zone, put the ball on the ground, but we get it right back. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, 8:33 left to go in the third quarter. Adrian Lyles goes in motion. The handoff to Warrensley up the middle of the field. He carries it over the 40, caught from behind and taken down along the 36-yard line. Pick up about 7 on the play, and Jason, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there, and they're finding right there, and you know Morton's looking for it because that's what we did all game long. So give credit to our offensive line as they're making the holes. And but when Warrensley had hit, is what's amazing about him. Little as he is, he carries some defenders.
He does, and it seems like he's always falling forward, which is a big plus. 2nd and 4, 8:17 left to go. Levadas shifting the players over. Takes a snap, quarterback keeper. He's at the 35, falling forward near 1st down territory along the 32-yard line. It's going to be close depending on the spot. 1st down, it's going to be at first. It's 3rd and a foot.
Bad spot.
Bad spot, Chad says. Bad spot. 3rd and a foot. 7:54 left to go. Bearcats quick to the line of scrimmage.
Jump them.
That's where they've got them to jump all night. Nope, they're not moving this time. Audible coming in from the coaching staff. Levadas puts Adrian Lyles in motion. The handoff to Warrensley up the middle. He's got the 1st down. And ball comes out. Morton gets it again. 2nd fumble of the night for the Bearcats. That time, Warrensley goes and I was just needing to brag on how he buried his helmet into big number 73 for Morton. Pushed him backwards, but the ball comes out, hits the ground, and Morton's got it back. Spotted on the 29-yard line. Yeah,
we're just giving them chance after chance. We're running down through there, and we talked about the turnovers, and boy, it's biting for us now as they've just looked phenomenal on offense, moving the ball, and defense stopping them, and then those turnovers just biting them.
All right, Morton trying to spread it out this time. They got 3 wide receivers set. 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback hands it off up the middle of the field. Breaks some tackles, falls forward to about the 34-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. We got 7:18 left to go in the third quarter. Bearcats lead 6-2. Morton trying to capitalize on the 2nd Bearcat turnover of the game and of this third quarter for that matter. Lewis calling out the play, staying in the 3 wide receiver set. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lewis goes under center, puts a man in motion, hands off, balls on the ground. Unable to get the handoff made, drops the ball, quickly falls on it as Morton, loss of 1 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Another 3rd, yeah.
Another big 3rd down conversion now for Morton. 3rd and 7, 6:36 left to go in the third quarter. Looks like got 1 player coming out from Morton, number 8. That is McGee, checking out of the game, a little gimpy. New player trying to check in, a little slow to get the play call in. Number 1, Terrence Taylor checks into the game. 2 wide receiver sets this time for Morton. Quick pass, blocked, tipped by Keelan Johnson, and he's going to be tackled. No gain on the play. As Keelan did a good job to get his hand up, tipped the ball. The receiver still made the catch, but nothing doing as it slowed the play down just enough for the Bearcats to corral him.
Boy, the cornerback just sitting back there waiting on him right there, and boy, he came up as soon as he saw the ball before it even hit the receiver's hands. He was turned up and heading right there to make the tackle, and he was there along with a few other Bearcat defenders to bring him down, to bring up another big 4th down, Vance. That's 2 turnovers and 2 3-and-outs.
Yeah, huge play by the defense. I mean, you got to give them credit stepping up after the turnovers and holding Morton to 3-and-out both times. Morton punting again, 4th and 8. 5:31 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Trayshawn Mitchell and Pinkston back deep to return the punt. Good snap. High kick this time. Mitchell gets away from it. It hits at the 40. Takes a sideways roll along the 38-yard line to where it is down there. Bearcats will start out 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 5:13 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats still lead 6-2, but are moving the ball, Jason. We just got to hold on to it.
Yeah, we're losing now the battle of field position. We've been worked all the way. We worked it all the way down into Morton territory. Got deep into Morton territory, coughed it up, still had it in Morton territory, and then turned it over. Now they've gotten the ball back into Forest territory.
Spread offense again. Adrian Lyles checks into the game at tailback. Levatas takes a snap, quick pass to Adrian. He's got to break a tackle. He does break one, gets it to the line of scrimmage. He's at the 45 and finally pushed out of bounds along the 45-yard line where they call him down. Keep the clock running, but that's a good pickup of about 7 there, Jason.
Yeah, it really was, and they just, you got those linemen just rushing in and everybody trying to get to that inside, and they just caught him on the outside. And what Adrian Lyles did, he had one man sitting there to beat. He beat him, and then beat a few more as he come through, and he's running with just a passion right now, Vance.
2nd and 3 for the Bearcats. Adrian in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the far side. The shovel pass to Boyd, and it's not the 2nd time they've run that. 2nd time tonight, and I want to say it's probably the 2nd time this year.
Yep.
Hasn't worked either time.
Yeah, it's just not going tonight. That shovel pass just takes a little while to develop, and you're not going to move those big defenders from Morton far enough to where they're not there to make that tackle.
I think you're just trying to keep them honest, keep them in the middle of the field, so when they do come around the end with it, that it's open.
As you said, you got to keep them honest.
All right, 3rd and short. Levatas quickly set up to snap the ball. See if they're trying to get Morton to jump again. Morton's about to get disciplined on this 3rd and short. 4:02 left to go. Levatas resets now. Takes the snap, rolls to the far side. Throws it downfield, caught by Pinkston. Hawkins, I believe that was Hawkins, wasn't it, Jason?
Yeah, I believe it was Hawkins. No, Hawkins right there. You're right. Pinkston over there on the side for the 1st down. Good catch. Good pass and catch.
Good catch that time by Pinkston to pick up the 1st down in Morton territory. 1st down Bearcats at the Morton 49-yard line. 3:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats lead 6-2. Morton's only points came off the safety on the very opening drive of the Bearcats. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Adrian Lyles in the backfield with Levatas. The handoff up the middle to Adrian. Breaking tackle, still on his feet. Carries it down near 1st down all the way down to the 40-yard line. He's going to be about a foot or 2 short. Give him a pickup of 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd and short. Yeah,
Vance, on these 2nd and short play, you almost call them the free play for you can maybe chunk one, take a little bit of chance going a little deeper, throw a pass and catch them off guard. So we'll see what the Bearcats have here.
Got man coverage out here on Stowers. Safety's having to cheat to the far side, so let's look and see if they look for Stowers. That's what they want to see. Takes a handoff to Adrian again. Adrian gets the 1st down, is taken down. Give him a pickup of 3 on the play. He carries it along the 37-yard line. But another 1st down with the Bearcats. And Jason, they're just methodically running this ball right up the middle.
Yeah, they are, Vance. They're not taking any chances in the air. I mean, they threw for that 1st down there, but it's been pretty much, as you said, running the ball and putting the game in the offensive line's hand to win it right there in the trenches. And so far, Vance, they're getting the job done.
1st and 10. Adrian in the backfield with Levatas. Hawkins and Pinkston split to the near side. Lyles rolls out, wants to throw, does throw, has Pinkston open again. He makes the catch along the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Give him a pickup of 5 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Bearcats. And that little 5-yard out to Pinkston is working pretty good too, Jason.
It really is. Those short passes, what the Bearcats do so good, and what Lyles does so accurately is throwing those short balls right there and throwing them out there. But he does best, Vance, when he's not sitting in the pockets. When he's rolling out is when he does his magic.
They get a bad spot. They give him a pickup of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Bearcats.
They're getting good at that bad spot.
Yeah, they're getting consistent with it, that's for sure. 2:32 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Levatas looks for the snap, takes it. Going to be a quarterback keeper straight in the middle of the field. He's at the 30, falls forward.
I believe he's got it.
We'll see, Chad, on that spot. Look where he's standing.
Yeah. How bad the spot is, but he's close to first down territory.
You're right. It looks like he might have it.
Along the, looks like the 27-yard line, and looks like he's going to be a little bit short again.
Bad spot.
They're bad.
I keep forgetting they can't hear me on the radio now.
Bad spot. They can hear you on TV.
Okay, good.
So, little bit short. They're gonna measure this one. They're gonna take a official timeout to measure. We'll keep it here real quick. And Bearcat fans are happy. This is what you want to see in a tight battle like this. You want to see control of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. And you want to wear their defense out, and that's what Forrest is doing right now, is just wearing them down, and pounding that ball at them, and run that clock down and pick up those points, Vance. And I don't know if you go up, and you'd have to get a 2-point conversion. If you go up, it's
like
going to be inches. It's going to be 2 inches. So 14 to 2. If you go up that, Vance, that's a hard mountain to climb in this game.
Yeah, definitely need to get some points on the board here on this drive. The last 2 drives ended in turnovers for the Bearcats, fumbles on the play. Definitely need to get some points here. As slow as this game, or as fast as the clock is running with all the running plays, every little point here is going to be precious. 2:07 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats lead 6-2. 3rd and inches now for the Bearcats. Shotgun formation. Levatas takes a snap. He's got the first down as he falls forward inside the 25 on the quarterback keeper. Down along the 24-yard line is where they're going to spot him. That's another first down for the Bearcats. And man, I'm telling you what, his 3rd down conversions have been good for the Bearcats.
Well, they really have. To begin with, at the beginning of the game, 3rd down conversion is going to play a big role.
Jason made that call.
Oh, what?
What? And so it's going to be first down Bearcats, and Vance, I tell you what, they're trying to get up there in a hurry, and they just keep this defense, work that defense overtime.
All right, 1st and 10, ball's at the 24-yard line of the Panthers. Levatas takes a snap, hands it off to Warnsley, side-stepping, breaking tackles, falls forward. Ball comes out, but he was down.
He was down. He said down.
All right, he carries it up to along the 21-yard line. Looks like where they're going to spot him. Pickup of 3 on the play, 3 yards and a splash of mud before he's taken down. And he got shook up that time, Jason. He's a little wobbly there. I believe he's going to be checking out of the game. Warnsley's checking into the game. Looks like his neck got. Looks like I'm gonna say he's got a neck spasm, but they're gonna take a injury time out. They're trying to put him down on the ground. We're going to take one as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. A1 was shook up on the play. He's coming off the field. Looks like he might have strained a neck muscle or something. Warnsley checks into the game for him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for the Bearcats. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line of Morton. Minute 4 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats have had the ball all but 6 plays of this 3rd quarter. Levatas takes a snap, rolls to the far side. Good protection. He's going to run it. He's at the 20, the 15, breaking a tackle, takes it down to the 10. He picks up the first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And Jason, this offense is looking good right now.
Yeah, they came out of the half fired up and ready to go, and a good job that time by number 78, Brandon Moore. Boy, he just really sealed off his block there at the very end and allowed Levatas there to free up and go to the outside, and he turned it and dodged a few defenders and picked up that first down, and we're about to break this 3rd quarter wide open and go into the 4th.
I think they figured they slowed down, calmed down, and figured out what they had to do.
Yeah, well, we kind of thought that after the opening drive too, and we put the ball on the ground.
Exactly.
We ain't put it in the end zone yet. Looks like Levatas is checking out of the game now. We got
helmet.
Yeah,
Equipment.
equipment malfunction.
Yeah.
Levatas trying to get his helmet fixed. They're saying I think we got to send in a replacement or get another helmet. He's getting
just give him another helmet.
Get him another helmet. There he goes. Now he's got it. Trayshawn Mitchell swaps out helmets with Levatas as they get ready to straighten it out. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's first. We'll say it's first and 10. Ball is just outside the 10-yard line. You might as well say. You might as well. We laughing because Chad said bad spot. It's first and goal from all intents and purposes. Levatas takes a snap, hand off to Warnsley up the middle. He is hit and taken down. No gain on the play that time. Big number 73, all 387 pounds.
My goodness.
Got his hands on him that time. Nothing going that time. This looked like probably the last play of the third quarter because we'll send it back to WQST. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show, WQST 850 AM. We're doing a little side talking. They're talking about how bad they're going to badmouth me next week if they go to Belleville Jackson without me. I hope they go there with the Bearcats set to win first place in the division. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, I tell you what, Jason, the third quarter was nothing but Bearcats. Morton touched the ball for 6 plays. They went 3 and out on both their possessions in the third quarter, and the Bearcats have had the ball the whole field. We laughed. Bearcats had it the whole third quarter, made Morton jog the field to start the fourth quarter. All the way down. It's second and goal from the 8-yard line. That's a bad spot. I thought we were at the 5.
Bad spot.
Second and goal now. Thought Levatas got 5 yards on the last carry. Looks like he didn't get it. Low snap. Levatas throws it high to Pinkston, who's in the end zone. Jump ball in and out of the hands. Pinkston was having to go over the back to try to pull that one down. Excuse me, I believe that was Stowers. Stowers went up for that one, not Pinkston. Just a little fade route to the corner of the end zone. Jump ball situation and unable to come down with it. That's going to bring up third and goal from the 10, and I could have sworn we got 5 yards a minute ago. Maybe I was wrong. No, we didn't. I'm sorry. It was a first down run by Warnsley. He got no gain on the play. No, I'm sorry. My mistake. They just wanted to call.
That don't happen much, Jason. Is there anything we can say right now?
All right. Third and 10. Play clock ticking down. 6 seconds left. Levatas takes a snap, rolls to the far side. Throwing it downfield, in and out of the hands.
Oh, it's intercepted.
Hawkins just went through Hawkins' hands. Intercepted by Morton. They come out of the end zone to about the 5-yard line. 3 turnovers in a row to end Bearcat drives. 2 of them inside the 10-yard line of Morton. And just a hard pass thrown that time by Levatas right through the hands of Hawkins, who is standing on the goal line. The receiver for Morton right there waiting on it. He picks it off, comes out to the 5, and that's where Morton will start out. First and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Jason's really shaking his head. I don't know if I should let him talk or not.
No, I mean, you just can't believe it. We've worked all this way downfield and just work. And then the third turnover of this half. And to Forrest's credit, we're still leading this ball game.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Morton can get anything going. They running, trying to run around the end, driving forward. They carried up over the 10-yard line. Give them a pickup of 6 or 7 on the play, depending on the spot. Biggest gain they've had this half on offense for Morton is they are pinned deep in their own territory. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Pickup of 6 on the carry that time by Morton. 11:22 left to go in the ball game. Bearcats lead 6-2, and it's just been a huge defensive struggle. Lewis goes under center. 1 wide receiver, 1 man in motion. Handoff up the middle of the field. He falls forward near first down territory at the 15-yard line. I believe he's going to have the first down. Let's see. Officials stop the clock. It's a first down. Morton, they pick up their first down of the second half. 11:01 left to go. Will be a very long drive here for Morton to try and put points on the board. But Bearcats, 3 turnovers in this second half. Turnover free first half, 3 in the second half.
Inside the red zone.
Yeah, and all 3 of them were in drives that should have ended up in points. Quarterback keeper, he's taken down for a loss back along the 14-yard line. No gain on the play as he tried to set up an option. Looked like, I'm going to say that's Randall Boyd, number 34, back there, the last one to come up off of him.
That's a name we hadn't heard all night.
Rambo. 10:28 left to go in this ball game. 2nd and 10 now for Morton. They've got a 2 wide receiver set. Lewis going under center this time. Handoff, just a big collision right there in the middle. No gain again, Jason. That Bearcat defense gave up a first down. Now they're stepping up. 3rd and 10 now for Morton.
Well, they really have, Vance. They have stood up all game long, and with these turnovers, they've just kept matching that challenge. Now another 3rd down facing them right here, and could be a big one to give us good field position, Vance.
All right. 3rd and 9 is the situation. Ball is spotted just over the 15-yard line. 9:44 left to go in this ball game. Bearcats lead by 4. 2 wide receiver set. Quarterback takes a snap, makes the pitch. He runs into a man, breaks a tackle, but not going to break the second one. A host of Bearcats take him down along the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up 1, but that's 4th and long, and they're punting deep in their own territory again.
Yeah, they got a punt right there, Vance, and it was just a good job of the Bearcat defense once again scraping that line and working in there and getting that tackle. And as you've seen this game progress, that triple option, they starting to figure it out a little more and more and being there at the right time as they were really moving the ball first quarter and in the first half. Boy, they really catching on. That defense is shutting down.
Well, your opening drive for Morton, they walked the ball all the way down the field until a penalty stalled them. But I think maybe just a little too much excitement. Bad snap, ball's on the ground. Bearcats almost get a block on it. Ball carries out to the 40-yard line and stops right there. So Bearcats will have it 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of Morton. But Jason, back to that opening drive, I think it's just a little too much overexcitement, a little too much over pursuit, and you got to hold your position on that option.
Yeah, there's no doubt the coaching staff for us did some good adjustments, got the players in the right place, and they got calmed down, and that defense is really starting to show why we built them up so much all season long, and that front line of the Bearcat defense is winning the battle in the trenches. And now, once again, Forrest is going to get another shot as they've been moving it all field long with 3 turnovers. It could be a big Forrest lead.
Yeah, this is almost a must-score drive for the Bearcats after all the turnovers. They've got to get points on the board on this drive. Warrensley takes it up the middle. Give him 5 on the play, Jason. That's almost a given.
Boy, he runs fearless and reckless, just coming through there, Vance. And and one person just hadn't heard much from tonight is number 40, Quillian Jones.
Well, we've stayed in the spread offense most of the time tonight. Yeah. We've only been in the eye a few plays, so it's mostly been the spread, spreading out, running it right at the gut, and we're doing pretty good with it. 2nd and 6 now. Levatas, hard count, trying to get jumped by Morton. They're getting pretty disciplined on this now. Levatas changing the plays, calling an audible. 2nd and 6, puts Adrian in motion. Handoff to Warrensley again up the middle. He's got the 5, he's got the 10, still on his feet all the way down to the 20-yard line. Big 15-yard pickup by Warrensley, right up the gut.
Yeah, once again, Warrensley, I tell you what, he has been what a playmaker tonight, and he's hauled the load for Forrest, and just wide open hole, and when he hits it, he's gone, and he ain't asking nobody. He's moving and going, and anybody gets in his way, he's going to keep trucking. So just a good job of hitting the hole hard and running.
One good thing is Adrian Lyles has checked back into the ball game, and he goes in motion again this time. Again to Warrensley up the middle of the field. He gets his usual 5 as he carries it down to about the 17-yard line. Again, 4 to 5 yards of carry and a splash of mud.
There you go. Keep getting to him until they can stop the little man. And one thing Adrian Lyles doing, though, is making them respect that outside. They're setting them up, Vance.
Oh, yeah, you run it up the middle, run it up the middle, run it up the middle. That's going to open up that outside. You can bet on that. Let's see what Adrian does this time. Looks like he's staying in position right now. Levatas trying to hard count, trying to get the easy 5. 2nd and 6. 4 wide receiver sets. Now Adrian goes in motion. Handoff again to Warren. He slips as he took the ball, still falls forward. Give him a pickup of a couple. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 now, though, Jason.
One of them big 3rd down conversions. Once again, the Bearcats got to convert right here. I don't know. Maybe they're in 4 down territory right here. So you got 2 more downs to get this first down. They're going to bring A1 out of the ball game right now. So we'll see what they got up their sleeves. They're going to bring number 34 in right there, the tight end. So might just try to pound it out.
Randall Boyd checking in the game. This is the formation where they've been running that shovel pass up the middle here. Warrensley still in the backfield with Levatas. 3rd and 6 is the situation. Levatas rolls to the near side, wants to throw, does throw, in and out of the hands. Almost caught that time by Pinkston, a little bit low, had to reach down to get it, unable to catch it, but that's going to bring up 4th down with 6:27 left to go. It's definitely a, got to go for it, there's no doubt about it. I don't know that they'll kick a field goal. Of course, field goal, it'd make a 7-point game, but they're going to call it, Morton calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. Coming out of the timeout, 6:27. Bearcats are going for it. 4th and 6. It's a long 6. Spread offense. Warrensley in the backfield. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Got man coverage out here on Pinkston. Pinkston and Hawkins, your receiver to the near side. Warrensley in the backfield. Pump fake. Throws it across the middle. Behind Stowers. He makes the catch. No, incomplete. Look, it's incomplete. So Bearcats turn it over on downs. 4 drives this half stalled with turnovers. 3 fumbles, 1 turnover on downs. The pass was just behind Stowers. Don't know that if he'd have caught it, he could have got the yardage. A lot of gold jerseys around him. But nonetheless, Morton takes over. Ball spotted at their own 17-yard line. Loading up the shoulders of that defense one more time, Jason.
Yeah, let's see what that defense has got in store, and we need one more shutout right here by the Bearcats to turn it back over on downs with 6:20 left in this ball game. I mean, they could methodically make a 6-minute drive, so we've got to stop them.
Yeah, need another 3 and out right here. Morton fakes a pitch, quarterback keeper.
That's the way to
break it. Oh no, he handed it off to somebody. I was looking at the complete miss. Completely caught me off.
I was back in the backfield with you.
Yeah, I was. It looked like he was going down, and somehow or another he squirts free, picks up about 6 or 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 now for Morton. Biggest gain of the second half for Morton. 2 men in motion that time. Quarterback, it's a flag on the play. It's going to be illegal procedure against Morton as they had 2 men move that time, and that's going to back them up. And Jason, I don't know if you take this penalty or not. If it's a 5-yard penalty, it's declined. No, illegal shift. I don't know if you can.
You can't decline it. That's the problem. Is you can't decline it. So it really works to Morton's favor right there. And I don't think you got any choice.
Yeah, let's see what they say here. Illegal shift against Morton. Penalties declined.
Decline. Okay, you can. Good.
The play had already started, so they didn't stop it before the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd now. 3rd and, let's say 3rd and 7 is the situation for this Bearcat defense. 5:45 left to go in the game. 6-2 is your score. I expected a low-scoring game. I didn't expect this low. Bearcat defense has pitched a shutout against this high-powered Morton offense. See if they can keep it going. Lewis under center.